It's been forever since I recorded. Anyway, hey guys. I'm sorry I haven't released any videos lately. I've just been sort of busy, sort of tired, just not really in the mood to focus on videos. And plus, I don't really get enough space. And you probably noticed if you watched my last video that I changed the art for my self-sona. That's because I didn't like the previous art that I made, so I recreated a whole bunch of sprites. So, today we're going to be reading the next chapter of the Italian fanfiction, Kidnapped by Sexy Men, Chapter 2. Yay, let's get started. You rode your favorite colored bike down the street. It was the only thing you could do. You hoped that no one could hear you as you tried to sing along to the 10-minute challenge of England's Dumbledore the Explorer. Okay, who actually listens to those 10-minute challenges anymore? Santo, Rita, Miete, Marta, Ringo, Jonah, Tito. I don't get paid enough to make a Joseph Tito joke here. Marlon, Jack, Latoya, Janet, Michael, Dumbledore the Explorer. You sung in a very creepy voice as you rode your bike up and down the street. I don't even know how to ride a bike. I mean, except for an exercise bike, but... After a while, you decide to go... I'm just going to read this as go, even though it says God. Go to the park to see if you'd creep anyone out by holding open a book and saying the spell. Maybe you could even summon Russia himself, ha. Or maybe you can summon an entitled parent. Yeah, I watch way too many of those videos. What in bloody hell is she doing? A voice murmured from behind some bushes in the park that you were in. You see, you were being stalked by the Axis powers and Allied forces, even though it's not World War II anymore, so it doesn't make sense to refer to them as that. For some important reason, they just were. Translation, it's complete BS. Reader Chan is just being stalked because she's special. If someone gets the reference, then yippee for you. And you didn't notice the whole time. They have been stalking you since yesterday at school. You were in the supply closet in the back of the room. I mean, if Reader Chan is in middle school or high school in the US, they'd probably go to different classes on school campus and not just stay in one classroom. And you couldn't sniff them out, but it was sure they were stalking you and you still hadn't noticed it. Britton, I think she's doing that summoning spell you did a while back, dude. Another voice murmured as he took a bite out of a hamburger and then took a huge slurp of a shake. Wonder who that is. You mean the one that summons Mita? Asked the very summoning. Son of a bitch, we'll get caught if she does it right. Doesn't she have British in her family? I'm pretty sure if we went by that logic, that all people that have English, Norwegian, or Romanian blood in them, they can use magic, then this will be full of magicians. Even I'd be one of them. Wish I had magic powers. I could finally get my goddamn Romhan Durjan done. A very horrified Frenchie thing picked up an acorn and threw it towards you without thinking. What the hell, France? 9 men shouted as they attacked the Frenchman. All but one dead, the Canadian. The Canadian was still staring at you as you recited the demon summoning spell by the sandbox. He watched as the acorn hit you in the head. How come I almost read that as ooh-woo? I'm trash. Ow, you mumbled as you dropped your book. How the heck did Reader Chan even feel about acorn? Like, acorns are tiny little things. Like, I doubt anyone can feel when being thrown at them. You looked over to the side to pick up the acorn that hit you in your head. You looked up. Oh my god. The closet tree to you was about a few yards away. Closet tree. That's right, everyone. I came out of the closet covered in bark and leaves. This is funny because yesterday was Trans Day of Visibility. You look to the side where you think the acorn came from. You seen a rustle in the bushes. Could it be bullies? Mean teenagers? A pack of angry wolves? How come I keep imagining a pack of angry wolf furries? Someone slapped me. You shivered at the thought of the last one, although it was highly unlikely. You threw the acorn back from where it came and picked up your book, only to drop it again. Why is Reader Chan so clumsy? Like, I feel like in all these reader inserts, Reader Chan is clumsy. When you heard it... God damn it, every time I see an ow written... Every time I see an owl written like that, I just think it says "ooh," or from the bushes. How's anyone feeling the acorn hitting them? You then heard some rustles and a few words that were barely audible. Shh, she's looking. Let's run away, there. As you put your book into your bag, you had to take a double take at the bushes. There? Did you just hear the famous word that Italy said? Were they cosplayers? Not likely. You checked the internet for the closest Italian lovers, and the closest one was 3 towns over. Maybe it's the real Italy. I mean, it could be cosplayers. I mean, that's more likely than being an actual character. Bloody hell, you heard someone yell from the bushes. All right, now that was it. You walked over to the bushes as they rustled some more. Inch by inch, you got closer to the bushes. Why is Weird-chan walking so slow? If she suspected something was wrong, she should just run over to the bushes. More rustling was heard and noticeable as you got closer. By now you were right. Oh my God, I can't English. In front of the bushes. You then peered over the 4-foot-tall bushes I can't English. To not see anyone, but you could see the remnants of people. That's the disturbing sight. Call the police, dear Lord. There on the ground was a bottle of maple syrup, a rose, a wurst. God damn my dirty mind. A noodle, a cherry blossom, a crappily drawn Prussian flag, a tomato, an empty bottle of vodka. What, you didn't leave vodka in there? How dare you? A teacup, paper-drawn panda, and sesame seeds. What the hell? One thing rushed into your mind. Hitalia. You was the only word that you could muster and scream as you picked up every single remnant and placed into your messenger bag. I read it how it was written. That wasn't me just not being able to speak English. That was just me reading it how it was written. I could hear her scream, Natalia. She must have found our gifts. An albino man said as he and his group walked through the woods and away from you. And mine was the awesomest. You can't even draw your own flag. Hope furry. This chapter is just begging for me to make furry jokes. She won't fool us. Let's wait right here until Romano comes back. I wonder how it was decided for Romano to be the bait. Said a man who continued to eat a hamburger and slurp on a vanilla shake. You sat down in the spot where you found everything. Were you really in the same spot the personified companies were in before you? It's more likely for it to be cosplayers, but sure, let's go with that. What were they doing here? There's nothing to sightsee here, and there's no place for them to have any G8 or world meetings in your city. Many questions rushed through your head as a piece of paper floated down from the tree above you. A certain southern Italian was in the tree, making sure you got the note. It landed directly on your thighs. You noticed it, then picked up the crappily ripped out of a binder piece of paper. Why would you rip the paper out of a binder where you can snap the rings open and pull out the paper? You read out loud to yourself. I'm sorry, they don't spell declaration correctly. Acceleration of stalking. We, the Axis powers and allied forces, it's not World War II anymore. Yeah. Admit that we stalk a young woman whom fangirls us. We present this to her for confirmation that we are indeed stalking her and will commit a kidnapping at 10 p.m. in our own home. We ask for you, your name, to stay home at this time. We will be coming to take you to live with us. You realize that this could be easily taken to the police. Signed, England, America, France, Canada, Russia, China, Prussia, Germany, Italy, Romano, and Japan. No freaking commas anywhere. You stared at the piece of paper in pure fangirlism. Stalking? For how long? And you didn't notice? And they were going to kidnap you and make you live with them. This sounds like an actual nightmare. Any normal person would be running to the closest police station. You didn't even care how OOC it all seemed. Maybe it was all just a dream, but you didn't care. It wouldn't be kidnapped or forced if you liked it, though. No, 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 no. Get the F out of here with that broken logic. I am so sick of seeing that broken logic. You look above from where that paper came from. It was a horrible choice for the Southern Italian to stay there because then you screamed. I'm not gonna scream because I don't want to draw attention. Romano, you screamed. He hopped down from the tree and ran as fast as his legs could carry him. Shiggy, run, everyone run. She saw me. Run, Forrest, I mean Romano, run. Your heart raced. You'd just seen Romano. Your thoughts rushed as you blacked out. You had fainted. I'm not making a Pokemon joke here. We'll save that for later. It was a good thing that you woke up from your blackout to go home on time. My child, where the hell are your parents? Did they just not care that you were out for hours? My mom would freak out if I went missing for 10 minutes. You sat on your bed as you packed your items. It's now 9 p.m. You had 1 hour. Why is Reader Chan so willing to get kidnapped? Is this like a fetish for her or something? You packed all of your favorite clothes, hair accessories, shoes, Italian merchandise, your laptop, and each and every item from each character. You shut your luggage closed and sat on your bed. What did you do to deserve this? Maybe God thought your life was horrible for you. Maybe you were found from them on fanfiction. Not sure why they'd want to see my fanfictions. They're utter garbage. Mostly because they're unfinished and also because, well, they're garbage. Or the Hitalia Fangirl website. What even is that? Facebook? I don't have a Facebook, and I refuse to make one. YouTube? Everything you did had Hitalia in it. And now you would meet the main characters and live with them. Or, get kidnapped by creepy perverts. But what if it was all a trick? What if you were just dreaming? Was this hallucination? Is it all just way good to be true? Maybe Reader Chan's on drugs. As your mind thought of all the possibilities, you fell asleep. Yep. Fall asleep when a group of men is about to kidnap you. So smart. Well, finish that chapter. I will see you guys next time when I read the next chapter. As for now, goodbye.